Welcome if you're live streaming on YouTube. It's great to have you, or if you're watching recorded. The main thing is that you're here now. Let your eyes roll back. Give yourself permission. Take a few minutes off. I'm going to go take my shoes off because you don't do yoga with your shoes on. So I'll see you in a minute. Hey, I'm back. I hope you're relaxing more. Swallow once, circle your jaw around. Looney says hi, my wonderful yoga cat. He's glad to see his friends. We should probably start breathing down toward our belly button. His friends. Swallow once, circle your jaw around. Well, we're moving into August, dog days, so good to keep our spirits up and our head and hearts cool. Good, 2 more minutes. We can move our attention to our feelings, breathe whatever you're feeling, catch up with yourself, resist not, as the spiritual master says. Good. What a nice turnout. You're in really good company with wonderful friends. We've done yoga so many times together. When we put our hearts and minds together, really good stuff happens. Okay, then feeling all that you're feeling. Nice big inhale. Biggest inhale you got. And exhale, release, relax. Be calm and empty soul for a moment. I'm calm and I'm being stalked by my cat from all angles. So if I can do it, you can do it. Good. Let's wiggle our fingers and toes and circulate extra super feel good around ourselves. Note that you're getting better at that. You can conjure up some fresh life force, prana, chi, mojo, and circulate it through your body. Thus, feeling good is a choice. Arms up to the ceiling. Lace your hands, stretch your arms up over your head, writhe around in intergalactic cosmic ecstasy for a moment. Goofy grin on your face. Good knees in for knee hugging and back rolling. It's a ritual. It's just a thing we do. It just works. If you've been alive for a little while, you might as well be efficient, effective, streamlined, and intelligent, right? We made enough mistakes in our youth, that's for sure. Part of being human. Okay, let's roll up, shall we? Now, I have no problem making mistakes now. It's just not the same mistakes over and over and over again. New mistakes. That way we can learn something new. Like today, I took a drum lesson and I made so many mistakes I wanted to quit, but at least it's learning something new. Great to see my friends. Nice to have you on board. Let's chant a nice Om together and then we'll get moving. Inhale together. Om. I hope you have your pets or your grandchildren nearby. It's great to do yoga with the ones you love. My cat's wandering in and out. By the way, anytime you see this thing over here, that means we're going to do the kneeling and leaning back thing. So, fair warning, shoulders, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Other way. Strangely cool, isn't it, this summer? The rest of the country's complaining about record heat, hottest year in 116,000 years. And here we are wearing sweaters when you go for an evening walk. 8. I like it personally. Inhale, we don't get our brains cooked all summer long. That's why we're smarter. And arms behind your back, behind your neck. Poof. Oh, the tragic implications of global cooling. Poof. You guys look good today. We got a lot of strong yogis in class, so we'll make sure that we deliver a high quality class. Uno más, por favor. Sufficient. We'll take our pumpkins around 8 times. 1, it's all about the ritual. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, please relax your head down for about 15, 20 seconds, eyes closed. Make that soft, beautiful ujjayi whisper sound at the back of your throat. Let's go inside. Very good. Inhale together. And we'll move into at least one seated forward fold just to withdraw inward. It's interesting, my live Pleasant Hill class I've been teaching for almost a year now. It's really starting to grow, and there's some people coming, some young folks, especially there's some young women that are coming. They're extremely flexible, and they're like, that's not why I'm here. I'm here. I need to calm down. I need to relax. I need to center. And I think so many more people are finding that, whether you're really stiff or unbelievably flexible, there's a deeper reason we're doing this. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, deepen. Sometimes the most flexible people are the least impressed with it. What they really want is that same kind of grounding and centering that we all are craving. Now, if your elbows fit on the floor or a block, we might massage our forehead for a second to cultivate that cooling, soft brain. Other way. Good. Now we'll hold still for about 8 seconds. Polly walk. Hi, Polly. We're holding still. Okay, come on up. Now let's all wave at Pollywog. Hey, Paul Wogs, we love you. Grandchildren, more grandchildren in class. Yay, here comes my cat. He's going to say hi. Lean back on your hands. We love the Pollywog. Lift up. Hey, Polly, here comes Looney to say hi. He says hello. And sink down. Good. Switch around across your legs. See, he just went up high, Polly. One more forward fold. Come on down, my friends. Now waddle your behind back a little. Polly, you're always smiling. You are my hero. Good. Now let's walk our hands over to the right. Now, if you keep going to the right and you come all the way back around to the front, that's too flexible, and we don't need that. We need to be tuned to the right tonus like a guitar. Left hand on your right hand, lean into your left side rib cage. Smush your armpits down, broaden across your back. Holly says, I don't need all this physical cueing. I'm already happy. But you old people, you go ahead and do all that stuff. Inhale here. And we're going to waddle it over to the other side. Now keep that right bun down. You got a $100 bill underneath your right bun. Pinch it down. Don't hunch your shoulders. In other words, relax them. Everybody's in class tonight. All the cool kids. Now inhale, look out to the left. Exhale. Does your head hit the floor in a pose like this? Walk your hands back to the center. Come on up. Good job. Okay, we'll stretch our legs out. Now, maybe your feet have been stuffed in designer business Italian shoes all day long, so stretch your toes open. A lot of people work from home now. Maybe they don't wear so many formal clothes, but anyway, stretch up. Knuckles on your head. Bend your knees 2 inches. Lean forward like the exciting part of Barbie or Oppenheimer, whichever movie you've seen. Inhale here. Exhale, fully straighten legs so that your heels lift and stretch all the way up to the top loony bin. Shoulders relax. Close your eyes, and I'm going to come tickle you, and you're going to be impervious to other people. What would happen if we could always maintain our own peace independent of other people's actions? That's a noble goal, isn't it? Not easy. Good. Paws down, feet in. Champagne bottoms, caviar rears. Lift up, Polly. Look up at your cat. Oh, hi. I love you. He's going to jump on my face. And come on down, kids. Good job. All right. We're not going to forget our wrists. Arms out, palms up. You guys touch your elbows because everybody can do it except for me. And then lean forward into your hands. Drop your chin. Make that beautiful ujjayi breathing that soothes our soul and brings relief. We're only human for a little while. There's so many other interesting incarnations we will develop through, but human's not an easy one, obviously. Now I'm gonna walk my dogs. I'm gonna go side to side a little bit. My hands are sore from playing the bass, the piano, the drums, and the guitar and hitting golf balls today. Not that I'm obsessive. I'm gonna get as much out of this lifetime as I can. That's just all there is to it. Good. All right, and come up and out. And then we'll sit country style for a sec. This looks rather lazy. And vultures, and side to side vulturing. In my class, my new class in Pleasant Hill, I can't get everybody to go in sequence. It's nauseating to watch, but my veterans, not a problem. Good. Now internal rotation, arms behind your back, and then pack your wrists into your pits, elbows inside your knees. And I know 2 or 3 of you who can push your knees all the way in together. Drop your chin, withdraw into your inner sanctum, and stretch your wrists. Plus, this stimulates an energy point on your inner knee that makes you get younger with more money. Yeah. Polly says, I don't need to be younger. Fine. Okay, feet together. Roly-poly wrist guacamole. Other way. Good progress. We're going to do all the things tonight, all the things. Good. Now shake stuff off of your hands. Do this, Polly. Do this. Good. Then, hi, how you doing? Then faster, faster, alabaster, so you can't even see your hands no more. Cup your hands at your heart. Drop your chin. Close your eyes. We are calm and peaceful souls most of the time. Most of the time. Okay, we've done a lot of poses I like, so one that's not my favorite, squeeze your knees in together. Pull your heels into your bottom. Oh, but they don't go all the way in. Well, we should quit. Just kidding. Re-wrap a couple of times. Wrap lower and lower. Good, then my head is way down here. Then my head, which is pretty much filled with helium, floats up. Drop my chin. Close our eyes. Get the feeling you're leaning forward into your feet, which that's a rare feeling. Some people can stand up out of this pose. I'm not going to name names. We're not going to do it. Good. Now we'll counterpose by grabbing our big toes like this. Now take your feet and put them behind your head. Ah, damn it. Okay, try it again. Behind your head, dive your head underneath. Ah, man. Okay, that's not going to happen. Stretch out lefty, stretch out righty, lefty. That's actually my leg being straight. Can you believe that? It's an optical illusion. Good. Then, hi, how you doing? Now sit up so tall that you go weightless for a sec. Good. Then let go of your legs and we'll let them float there. Cramp, cramp. Ah, ah, ah. Oh, oh. Okay, on your back, kids. I love yoga. Now we're going to grab our big toes again and we're going to roll from knee to knee. We need each other. That pose is that's pretty much going to cause a cramp. Side to side. Oh, I like this one. Okay, now let's pause in the middle, look at each other, high. It's hard to take other people seriously when they're in this pose. Knees on the floor, happy baby for 28 seconds. Tailbones are settling, chins are dropping, shoulders are relaxing, groins are stretching, booties are loosening. If I could only put my iPhone on the ceiling and check my messages, life would be perfect. Okay, we're going to do about a minute of Viparita Karani because it's so good for our circulation. Legs up. No gyrations yet. I think having good, straight, firm legs is certainly indicated. You want your feet to be spread open, engaged, but not rigid. You want to feel your lower back curve continue to curve. In other words, we're maintaining our lordotic, that lower back curve. If we're flexible enough, shoulders relaxed. This pose, you gotta give it some time. You can't throw a cake in the oven and pull it out 3 minutes later unless you want to drink it. I would drink a cake for sure. Flower. 2 more breaths. Okay, now let's do the splits. We almost did the splits on Monday, standing on our feet. It had been a long time. Ankles, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now, you guys are all veteran yogis, and you know how to do this deal. You want to widen your legs out. You want to feel this. You want to really stretch. Good. Now, let's quiet our feet. Let's let gravity take over and rip our legs all the way out to the side. Push out through your heels. Still feel that lordotic curve. Good, kids. Let's lift our head high. Let's wrap our left thigh over our right. Let's stick our left ankle underneath our right ankle. Let's grab our uppermost knee and rest our head down on the floor. Now, of course, your knees and ankles are supposed to both be crossed, so you're getting the full benefit. Okay, now lift up your head and put your nose on your left knee. Release your hands forward. Hold here. Squeeze your nose like a pug dog. Good. 10 crunchies. 1, 2. Make sure you touch your knee to your nose. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now let's take these knees and ankles that are wrapped. Let's take them all the way over to the left. Nice, all the way down kind of thing. You can put a blanket underneath your head if you want. Pin your knees down, left arm up, and broaden your torso out to the left. And all of you are so flexible. Your knees are down on one side, your left shoulder's down on the other side. It's not a problem. It's barely an inconvenience. Unless you're me. We'll hold it for 10 good seconds. I'm looking up at my cat in the top little bed, and he literally fills it all up from the entire circle. It's pretty funny to watch. He was so small. Crack, crack, crack. Good, let's bring our knees back up, kitty cats. Now, let's do half a minute of Viparita Karani. I know this is Linda Benetard, one of her favorite poses. So if you text me in advance your favorite pose, it might be like having the DJ play your favorite song on the radio. Those were the days. That's when you couldn't hear a song whenever you wanted to hear it. That was actually true, you young people. You couldn't hear a song instantly whenever you wanted to. Good, now let's do the splits again. Das Splits in German, all the way out. Good, now let's wrap our right thigh over our left. Slink your right ankle underneath your left ankle like a sewing machine. Grab your left knee, rest your head down. I like this one because when my tail feathers relax, it pretty much stretches my groins a lot, and I relax my hips. Good, now let's lift our head and squeeze our nose into our right knee. Pretty strong. Don't break your nose. Look like Rocky after one of his fights. Good, then 10 crunchies. 1, 2, 3. It's still bathing suit season, so let's keep those abdomens tight, lean, and enough to make our neighbors jealous. 3, 2, 1. Rest your head down with knees and ankles crossed. Take those down and over to the left, all the way down. And torsi to the right. It's very personal whether you want a blanket underneath your head on this one. I think for us, if you're kind of tight, it's a good idea. If you're really flexible, it's not an issue. So the question is, can you pin your knees down on one side and get the full of your back down on the other side? Big inhale. Exhale it all out. Now let's inhale our knees back up, and we'll sit up together and we'll get ready for part 2. Wow, more people have come to class. I like that. Okay, we'll cross our legs. I really learned something last night. This young gal, she was in her 20s. She looked to be an Olympic athlete of some sort. And, she's doing yoga with us 40 to 70-year-olds. And I'm like, I'm really glad you're here. What are you doing here? And she goes, I could care less about these positions I can do. I'm dying of stress. This is exactly what I need. She says, I found that very touching. Big inhale. Good. Now this is called Anjali Mudra. It's prayer pose. Drop your chin. I invite you to pray for the thing most wanted or needed in your life, or maybe you'd like to pray for somebody else. Group prayer is the most powerful thing. Sometimes it can be silent prayer, thy will be done sort of stuff. Now, open your eyes. I just prayed to be able to tolerate the next pose because the Olympic athletes, they like kneeling and laying on their back. Me, that's a challenge. So I build my edifice over here. So now for about 3 minutes, you can lean back on your couch or your ottoman. You can use a bunch of pillows. If you're fabulously flexible and kneel and can lay on your back with your arms up over your head like a champ, then you do that. But I build this thing because of my knee. I think I'm going to get the Nobel Prize for engineering on this. I really like it. And we're just going to have to kneel and lay back, and you're going to have to do it. Okay? No excuses. Yeah, there are excuses actually. Oh boy, that's still not enough for me. And I'm a wickedly strong athlete. Okay? I'm amazing, humble. So kneel, lay back, try to make it tolerable for 3 minutes. Now, technically speaking, if you don't like it, too bad. Oh, God. Oh, okay, I finally got in it. How are you guys doing? I'll see you in 3 minutes. The things I do for you guys. Now, if you feel calmer with your arms down by the side of the body, that's cool. And if you can be calm with your arms up over your head, then do that. And then we're going to move our breathings down here to our guts. And the pose starts now. If you really like this pose, please really like it. I'm liking it more now. I'm finally starting to calm down. Fall asleep if you want. If you can fall asleep in this pose, you're my hero. Okay, one more minute. Are you down for one more minute? I can even get my arms up over my head. Pretty good for a 55-year-old guy. With honesty issues. Okay, while we're still going to be in it, biggest inhale you got from your belly buttons to the ceiling. Exhale, relax so much that your lower spine releases and your guts melt. Yeah. Good, kitty mittens. Now, the thing about this pose is you got to get out of it too. So come back up. When I get out of this pose, I feel like $100. All right, now, just crawling around. Now, here's the deal. After that pose, what you're supposed to be able to do right after that is kneel. Just kneel on the floor. Not a problem, right? Unless it is. So I'm sitting on my biggest block. It's at least 10 inches tall. So my booty buns are 10 inches above the floor. So now I can kneel. But now, if you can kneel with your knees together and sitting on your heels, do you guys remember the days when we were kneeling, you would lean forward and you would cross your ankles underneath you, and then you'd sit on your crossed ankles. So aren't you glad we don't do that anymore? But you can if you want. So we're just gonna do that for 1 second. And do you remember when we used to do Simhasana? We would exhale and stretch our tongues all the way out like the Red Hot Chili Peppers. So big inhale. Stretch your tongue. Not bad. Inhale, really stretch your tongue this time. Hollywog would like that. Now, if you're one of the silly people who cross their ankles, switch it the other way because it doesn't bother you. Okay? There might be one or two of you doing that. I don't think I'm ever going to do that again until I reincarnate. Good. One more Simhasana, big inhale. Good, yokes. Inhale up. Lace your hands. Now, I know you're kneeling in a comfortable way, so just stretch way up, turn way to the right whilst you're kneeling, and relax your arms down. Take a nice kneeling twist to your right. Kneeling twists are good because they pin your body to the floor. Release out of that side. Yoga inhale. Lace your hands, drop them. Stretch up and super twist left. Maybe your right hand grabs your left ankle, your left arm goes behind your back, snakes all the way around, and you wrap your left hand inside your right thigh. Sure. I've seen it all at this point. No, I haven't. There's so much left to discover. Inhale here and release here as well. So I know you're reasonably comfortable kneeling, so I know you can bring your left foot out without a problem, half kneeling, half squatting. For me, it's cool with about my 10-inch block here. And we're just going to lean over our left thighs and stretch the you know what out of our left calf. Hi, Polly. Hi, Polly Wogs. Hi. You should really feel a pretty intense Achilles lower left calf stretch. Some of us have to lean way down, or if you were to drop a plumb line from your left knee, it would go way forward of your left toes. Yes, it would. Good kitty cats. One more stretch to get the ick out of our body. We'll inhale our right arm up, way up. Now I'm going to take my left knee and kind of knock knee it way over to the right. As I turn to the left, I'm going to hook my elbow. You guys can hook your shoulder outside your knee. Does your left hand go flat on the floor? Sure. Good. And just twist around to the left and lean down into your left thigh. Once you lock into this pose, again, lean down into your left thigh and continue to stretch your shin and your calf muscles. Polly is always, I've never seen that child not smile. Incredibly good natured child. I probably should ask the parents about that. Do you know why grandchildren and grandparents get along so well? Common enemy. Okay, let's come out, kitty cats. You guys look fabulous in that pose. Now, it's not a problem because you just drag this one out, gets a big rug burn on it. This one folds under. Some of you are actually doing this with your behind on the floor. Thumbs up, says Fonzie. Now, pull this heel all the ways underneath you and totes lay over your right thigh. You should feel kind of a screaming, happy, delirious, anguish, sumptuous stretch of your right Achilles tendon and your lower calf, which you can only stretch with your knee bent. This is a good pose for figuring everything out because, that's what we're here to do. We're here to figure everything out. Life is a mystery. Can they ever answer this? Can there ever be a sufficient rational answer? How about it's a glorious, miraculous mystery? I had everything figured out once and then I realized I was completely wrong. Okay, kitty mittens. Now let's squeeze out any vestiges of old stinky opinions, shall we? Left arm all the way up. Now I'm going to kind of knock knee this over, which isn't really me so much. I'm going to turn extra to the right. I'm hooking elbow, you guys, shoulders outside your knee. Your left hand goes flat on the floor. Now you bendy people with two elbows. Your right arm goes behind your back, snakes inside your left thigh, the hand that is. Then having locked the pose, lean forward down into your calf until you're getting cooked. Exhale all the air out. And exit strategy on an inhale, coming out on inhale is smart. Good. And then it's not even a problem to drag this out unless your butt's on the floor, right? Sorry about that. Good. And now just hold yourself down in a little egg. And I'm only going to pick on my wonderful friend Stephanie once. She's going to stand up out of this pose without a problem. Just boop. And back down she goes. It's like the old days at the Yoga Fusion. We'll give her a round of applause for doing that. Does that make her better than us? Yeah, kind of. Good. Now, let's have a seat, Kitty Mittens. All right. Well, now what? What are we going to do now? I've always got the next pose in my head. You know what I'm thinking? I'm thinking we should do the cow pose. So we're going to put our right knee over our left knee. Now, for some people, this is as far as it goes without unhinging a leg or something. But you guys just line up your knees right on top of each other. Now, the dreadful variation of this pose is packing your feet underneath your butt, but I don't know anybody that really wants to do that anymore, so let's not. Inhale up. Exhale out. Now, this is an embarrassingly big block, I admit, but I can grab my right wrist with my left hand and I can go like that. So maybe your head just comes all the way to the floor. And now the tops of your feet, you're wearing Velcro shoes like a little kid, and the tops of your feet are stuck to the floor. They don't go sliding out. Just saying. If you get this pose just right, your body disappears and you're a disembodied point of consciousness floating in infinity. Yeah, baby. Good. Now come up out of that. Now, don't you think since we've tied our legs into this that we should also go like this? Don't you think? And then our right arm will come under, and we'll do ups and downs and lefts and rights to get any accumulation of grief out of our neck, back, and shoulders. And we'll take our elbows all the way to the right as far as they'll go. And I apologize in advance for the next one. We're going to lean down with our elbows out over our right thigh. And we're going to bring our elbows all the way down to the floor without our buns lifting. Surprising number of you are doing this. Okay, come out of this. It's about what you can do. Inhale up, grab your elbows. And just some fun stuff for a sec after that. Good, we'll relax arms. We'll take thumbs into middle, center, bottom of our feet. We'll massage in there till it feels prickly pearish. Ow, right there. Yeah, right there. Good, now let's chant a long Om together to heal everything. You know, you can rest your arms wherever you want. Close your eyes, tall spine, and let's meditate for 1 minute together. I'll be quiet. Very nice. Prayer and meditation are two most powerful tools for seeking and knowing the truth. Okay, now our left knee will slurp up over our right knee, right? I have to kind of lean forward and yank my leg over there. Still feeling the cramp I forced myself into earlier in the class. Ha ha. All right. Now I'm saying the block is optional for leaning forward into. I think you should decide. But you have no choice about grabbing your left wrist with your right hand because that's the mudra. And then rest forward in this one. Top of your feet glued to the floor. They're not going to go sliding around. Leave your body. Okay, friends, and come up out of that. St. Paul said, curiously, he said, I die daily. I think he was a yogi. I think that's what he meant, personally. Inhale up. Looney Bins is totes asleep up in his thing, so we'll be doing that in just a moment. Arms out for big hugs. And then left arm under, whoosh. And then do whatever you want with your kind of up and down, left and right, in and out, side to side. Loosen up them scapulae. Ugh. Good. Now, elbows, turn your chest and your elbows so far to the left, and then lean your elbows all the way down to the floor. Ugh. And then your wrists come down to the floor also for the hypermobile. It's not fair. I bet your hips are lifting a little bit, I bet. Exhale all the air out. We get empty. We use inhale to get out of this mess. You guys are just knocking it out of the park, I got to tell you. Then your hands slide to your elbows in the opposite cross. It's very clever. It's almost like it's planned or something. And then side to side. Good. And we'll bring them down. We'll take our thumbnails underneath our big toe knuckle called our metatarsal. We'll press into that little place. Good. Now, I invite you to chant Om inside of your head. In other words, a big inhale, and don't let it come out the speaker. Big inhale and Om on your own. Good, beautiful friends. Now, let's untie this Gordian knot. Pause where I can see him. Pause back here. Feet where I can see him. And then champagne bottoms and caviar rears as the cherry on the top of tonight's wonderful practice with good friends. And we'll sink down. Now, I've got a sneaking suspicion it's probably 7 o'clock. Hey, you know what? We get 2 extra minutes of Shavasana. Any complaints tonight? I doubt it. So I'm going to put a bolster underneath my knees. I'm going to put a blanket underneath my head. And let's do 7 minutes of unencumbered, unhindered, blissful Shavasana together. Okay? Good job, you guys. Do you need an instructional how to do Shavasana? No. Okay, one more beautiful minute. Start to head back in the general direction of Earth. Okay, feel a little bit of your Earth body on the floor, super relaxed. We might wiggle our fingers and toes and invite universe, God, love, source, spirit, perfect love into us. Very good. When you're ready at your pace, you can please to curl on your right side. Take your time. Love all over yourself. You deserve it. Good. Now, keeping our eyes closed, we'll sit up together, feeling our common conscious contact. Such a good thing. We're so much more one than we are separate. E pluribus unum. We'll bring the hands into our common heart. And with great reverence, love, affinity, and affection, we'll fill that place where we are together. The world needs that. And altogether, the mighty Wednesday yogis, we all say, Namas Wednesday. As always, you YouTubers, you guys got to go. I love you a lot. Don't forget to like,